Welcome everyone, this is Seth here, and this is the soon-to-be episode 3 of our playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, where we left off in the previous session, we brought the culprit to the dwarf, and he suffered quite a fate that I'd say is much of an overkill, in my very honest opinion, but we have to bear our consequences. Now, let's check what else we have to do here. We could try crafting, but we don't really have anything of note right now to craft with, so I'll say let's explore.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Let's explore the village a bit more. Although, okay, that running animation is very clunky. I'm gonna stop using that. Of course, loot the houses. You can read that, of course, if you want to. Shelves. I really like that effect, by the way. Really do like that. This is the last house in the street. Let's check this part, and I'm gonna consider this little town explored.
Damn deer, stick the bark off the trees again. What now?
Sorry. Alright. Let's see what the game is telling us. On one hand, we have a quest, not the main quest, but the secondary one. We have to find the brother of a person, which can be found somewhere here, yes. And we also have places of interest, points of interest, these undiscovered locations, which there are a lot of. So let's try them. Let's see what we can find.
That wall was nigh, but he didn't live to see it himself.
By all the gods!
Don't touch me!
That's kind of a bad place to spawn for the horse. But
Come on, Roach.
now, for 1 minute, 1 second, if you remember from the previous episode, that little guy singing that song and now his father telling him to stop, that happened this moment. I've also seen it with these women right here. So that is one thing I'm not very fond of, you know. If you decide to make dialogues for, you know, random NPCs which are interesting by all means and unique, do not try to reuse them. At least that's my opinion, but yeah, I don't think that's a good wise thing to do, because it takes away from the value. We are nearing the line of a forest here, so let's dismount and continue on foot. Also, of course, gathering a few things on the way. And that is the sound of crackling wood because of the wind. You can hear it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now this is a detail I've never heard in a game thus far. And I've played quite a lot of games, but this is next gen sound, you know, next gen in its noblest expression. There are the drowners. Let's draw a little silver sword and prepare for combat. Bad, so bad. And I'm dead. You are dead. Not gonna be that easy. Sorry, I just took water. No loot. Oh yes, there is the loot. Let's see what the bestiary can tell us. Drowners. A drowner resembles a corpse stretched from the bottom of a pond. It is sickly blue or green in color, while slime and sludge oozing out of every pore and the acrid stench of rot wafting off of it. That is why it is often both drowners, along with their more dangerous cousins, woodnicks, mucknixers, and drowned dead, arise from the bodies of those who drown in shallow water. Lost travelers falling into bogs, children who swim too far from the shore, or, in the case of vodniks, inebriated peasants who stumble off narrow swamp trails. Even children, that's tough. They are weak, of course, to necrophage oil and igni sign. So let's equip that. Problem is, I can't remember. I can't remember what the keybind is for the spells. I didn't save after the first one. What was it? Come on over here. Oh, so bad. think that that barrel attracted more attention than
Come on.
you know, one-on-one, it's okay, but there are more. That's a bit more tricky. I save now. Let's try to only attract one. Oh, they're actually in the woods. Come on, they're locked. It didn't reach him, but it's an noteworthy combo, I think. If my dodge isn't very good, well timed, it's possible to get hit. And it's more interesting is if I don't give the right direction for the dodge, for the strafe, or what's it called, then it is also possible not to land a hit. So you dodge whatever you wanted to dodge, but you get hit. No, you can't get a hit, I mean. Combat system really reminds me a lot of Dark Souls, on this difficulty, of course. But wow, it seems that it was worth it. We've got a diagram. Super cool. This is the big treasure chest. Super cool, super cool. Super cool stuff indeed. Let's check it out. The sword, plus 5 damage. Wow. Wow, a little bit less. No, that's the steel sword, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, it's a steel sword, alright. That doesn't help us right away, because I think that we'll encounter more beasts in the beginning, but nonetheless. That's a super cool sword, because you notice that the silver sword doesn't have armor piercing. Now I wonder why that is. Is that because it's a silver sword and it will never have armor piercing, or because only steel swords have armor piercing? Well, it wouldn't make much sense, I guess, but still, I wonder. And the armor. All right, let's equip this. And the game previews it for us. Super cool, super cool. Can I rotate Geralt? No, I cannot. would have been nice, but no problem. And oh yes, it's called Three-Head Brigade Sword. Doesn't tell us anything. And a Tidarian Gambeson. Oh, we can compare with shift. Super. Alright. I knew saw this one also weighs more. And our new armor weighs less, but actually has more resistance. Has more armor, a bit less resistance. Yes. Well, we don't look as cool, but come on. Yes, our basic set is the Cairmoran set, of course, and just the Witch's Steel Sword and the Witch's Silver Sword. Nothing fancy, you know. Did we get anything new here? No, we did not. So this Tawny All potion isn't much good for us, because I want to go obviously, well not obviously, but now I'm telling you, I want to go the melee path as I always do in games, and maybe I'll, you know, put some points here and there into other trees, but mainly to melee point. And if I understood correctly, the stamina system is a system for magic, so we won't be using that very often. These fruits are actually also regenerative. Cool. We've got some silver ore, timber, water essence, powder monsteri, and some other stuff. So I came back here, and we are going to pursue the Witcher contract right now and see where that takes us, hopefully for some more level 1 content. Let's check it out. Wow, that's nice loot. Don't mind us, we're just looting your house.
Sleep, child. Sleep. Sleep will lend you strength.
Obviously the kid must be sick, so let's talk to Odin.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I have the feeling that this person isn't telling everything. I have the feeling that that ghost, or whatever it is, has a connection to him, which he is not talking about. Well, we are witches, aren't we? So we can't, you know, disvalue the witcher trade, so let's talk about the reward.
I feel for you, but this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
Or we can haggle.
Near in my life have I seen a sum approaching that.
It's just 5 more orans. What are you talking about?
Right honest jest there, Master Witcher. Have you no shame to mock a poor man?
So he wants to work for free. Alright.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please. We'll look for Bastion later, once it's safe.
Do that often? Talk to your dog?
It's my brother's, Bastion's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers, feeding. Someone told me they were feared of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here.
Good dog.
Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me. Keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the Black Ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people, a terrible thing happened to me, which has happened to a lot of YouTubers out there regarding this game. I've just lost my footage. Most people lost their saves, but I've lost my footage. Because, you know, the game is terribly buggy and I had to make a few adjustments to the game settings and to the NVIDIA program, which fucked up my shadow play. I do not know why, but I've made an hour not an hour, but close to an hour of footage, which only had voice and no picture, no video, only a green screen. Hopefully this is the last bad thing that happens to this walkthrough because of Shadowplay and because of the bugginess of the game. I've now made several tests and seems to be okay right now. So I don't have any other options just to tell you what I did in a very short way. The last footage, which was even blighted by crashes and all sorts of stuff, was here. Drown is here. I did finally manage it, and it was quite awesome, really. I really learned the patterns and all. Then I went over here. There was a bandit hideout here, level 2 bandits and a level 5 leader, and there I also died a lot of times, but in the end I made a very beautiful fight, and I'm really sad about that one, because there was a beautiful, you know, the sun in the back and just me and the leader on a plateau, you know, fighting and dueling, and I was really cool and he didn't hit me once, you know, and I finished him. It was a beautiful fight. Then I got over here. There were a few bandits there and a bit of loot, nothing really very interesting. And then I went over here to the quest, you know, finding the brother of the guy with the hound. We didn't find it, but at the end the dog led us to this little house where we saw what I'm gonna show you now. That the brother is there, and he was saved by a Nilfgaardian black one. And now I've chosen to, you know, not separate them, because the brother June wanted to separate them and only bring back Bastion, but I said that, come on, the guy saved his life, so they're gonna try to bring him back as a farmer as well. So this is it. I'm really painfully sorry about this, but it is what it is, and you know, I've got no other options. Hopefully, as I said, this will be the last one of these issues, and we can finally, you know, get back into the stuff, because the game is just getting better, 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 and better, and it's amazing. And I hope you'll stay with me, and I hope that this journey is going to be indeed a great one. So what I'm going to do is that probably this is going to be an end of the 3rd episode, with a lot of, you know, dicking around with the drowners. And after this I'm gonna make the next episode, hopefully uninterrupted, and dive back in to the adventures of Geralt, the one and only true Witcher. Bye, guys.